Hello and welcome. Here is Patricia Missakian from the Akashic Records Institute.com and numerologist.com. We are getting close to the end of October and stepping into November. And as you know, or may not know, this past month, we just closed a very successful Kickstarter campaign for a new Oracle deck called Akashic Real Messengers. So I am so honored and happy that we're going to be bringing to the world this powerful body of work. So now we are making a little shift here in numerology where before, we used to only use the Sacred Crystal Codes, my book and my Oracle deck. And now we are going to open the energy for the next month, connect with both the message from the Oracle deck from Sacred Crystal Codes and also the message from the Akashic Realm Oracle deck. So this is going to be exciting. It's going to be the first time that we are opening the energy of the month with both decks. So let's see what's in store for us. I want to invite you to get into a space for clear the energy of what you experience in October so you can realign with your intentions and step and reconnect with your intention for November and especially the identity that is most going to support you in the month ahead. So when I say the identity, I love to connect with I actually do this every week. When the week change, I tune in with my desires and the identity that most are going to support me in creating that reality for myself. So when I say identity, and I want to invite you to think about one identity for the month of November, what I mean is, who are you being at every single moment of this new month? You're being focused, you're being compassionate, you're being clear. You know what it is that you're going to focus on, one word, that a way of being that is going to support you in this month. Now, when I will guide you in this visualization, I just want to ask you that word, just tune in and notice what shows up for you. So, for example, if there is a lot going on in your life, you know, maybe you wanted to have the identity of peace. No matter what goes around you, you're always going to check in with yourself and take a few deep breaths and just call in the identity of peace, right? So whatever it is for you, if you're being like scared head, you know, maybe you wanted to tune in, you know, set the intention to embrace the identity of focus for the month of November. So let's see what shows up for you. I want to invite you to close your eyes and get 100% here. Take a few nice deep breaths. And as you do, allow your memories from the month of October to come to you now. And just set the intention to be present with those memories, no matter how do you feel about it. Sometimes we have experience that we love, that we live that, and sometimes you're like, whoa, no, let's erase that, right? But I want you to just tune in and be present and tune into the gratitude of every single experience that you attract for yourself in October, even if you don't understand or if you're resisting that particular experience. Here, we're just going to be present instead of denial or avoid. We're going to be present and you're going to set the intention to thank for the gifts hidden in those experiences if you are resisting them. So for the next minute, just set the intention to allow the memories come to you and just say thank you. Mentally say thank you. I'm going to do with you. Beautiful. And now I want you to imagine that you are now passing through a golden tunnel, literally representing the transition between October to November. And as you're passing through this golden tunnel, ask the intelligence of your body or your higher self, what identity will most support me throughout the month of November? So just notice what identity, what way of being will most support you in this month of November. Beautiful. And now think about one area in your life that you'd like to receive the wisdom from both the sacred crystal codes and the Akashic Realm messengers. Beautiful. So here are the cards that I drew for the month of November for all of us here in the numerologist tribe. So the first is a card from the Sacred Crystal Codes Oracle deck. And this is the card of receive. So in the month of November, open yourself to receive. When this oracle comes into your life, it wants to remind you the importance of exercising your receiving. Here, you want to set the intention to receive everything that comes your way. Not only good things, but everything that comes your way. Because when you drop the resistance and you surrender to being 100% committed to your life and all the experience that your soul in all its wisdom orchestrated to bring it into your life, right? The miracles start unfolding and you get into this vortex of more miracles. More and more opportunities to receive now will find their way to you. So one important point is to receive literally everything. Receive the compliments. When someone say, what a beautiful purse, you know, say thank you. When someone compliments your dress or your shirt, you can also say thank you. It's amazing that the amount of people that when they receive a compliment, they at the same time they just like, oh, this old purse or oh, this, you know, and they give it back. They don't really receive. And the other important point is to what else you're not receiving. So it's even though there is a lot of people that has a lot of hard times receiving, some people also, they only receive what they wanted to receive. And when it's something that they don't like, and when someone makes a comment to, you know, point out something for you that you're maybe not looking, you know, what do? You may like resist, you may respond to that comment in a negative way, right? So I want you to remember this throughout the month of November, even if you experience, you know, something that you don't want to experience. Something happened that you did not want to experience. What we do, we resist, we start complaining about it, and naturally doing that, you bring your energy down, right? And the more you receive what shows up in your life and you let go of the need to control, you let go of the need to be right, and you just receive. You know, it doesn't mean that you have to, you know, agree with everything that happened to you. It doesn't mean that you have to agree, but give yourself space to actually receive. Receive something that you don't want to receive. And, you know, give yourself space to respond to that energy. And you're going to notice that this is going to open up so many doors for you. So this is my challenge for you throughout the whole month of November. Set the intention to really receive everything that comes your way. Say yes to everything that comes your way. And then maybe, you know, and then you can evaluate, but open yourself to receive. What happens is The more you receive, the more when someone compliments you, you say thank you, and you really receive, wow, that's nice. I had the intuition to get this purse or this shirt, and I received a compliment, right? And the more you receive and you're grateful for what comes your way, what do you think happens? More and more of that same energy you are attracting, right? You don't attract what you don't have, you attract who you are being. And the more you're receiving the energy, the more opportunities to receive are going to show up in your life. So set the intention to really receive everything that comes your way. Now, the card that I drew for you from the Akashic Realm Messenger is the card of Brundrak. He is a teacher from the Akashic Realm Messenger's Oracle deck, and he teaches releasing the duality, the polarity that we are so into it here in our beautiful third dimension living, right? So Brundrak is the only Akashic guardian who has contact with the perception of good or evil in the third dimension. So the more I work with the Akashic Records, the more I align with there is no good or evil. And sometimes, and the biggest lesson that is the most powerful and that most touched my soul was to, through the experience of being a channel for my clients, for myself, you know, and tuning into the Akashic Records, the most profound experience was to really understand that there is no good or evil, because sometimes the people that are the villain in our life, in this lifetime, they actually love you so much that they accepted to be the villain in this lifetime. And the most beautiful thing to see is when they shouldn't understand that there is no judgment. You know, in order to be a powerful Akashic Records practitioner, you have to learn the non-judgment, because if you've seen it, you got it. So, you know, whatever shows up in your client's life, when you access the records for them and you see a lifetime that there was suffering, they were the villain in someone else's life, right? You learn this deeper level of compassion that, you know, we all have been there and we are here to learn. So that opens up so much. And the more you connect with the records, the more you work with the messengers, more and more you understand this concept of good and evil. It's you know, ingrained in our three-dimensional reality, but when you step up, we all been in both sides. And sometimes there is this contract where people do agree to be the villain in your life for love for you. That was the case of my mother and myself. And in order to understand, you have to be willing to surrender to your interpretations. You know, all these truths that you created, that you may have to shift the paradigm of what you created according to your way of perceiving your memories and your lifetime. So Brundrak, and he comes to help us in the, you know, in shift the judgment, in shift how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about what we experience in our past. He helped those who were still consciously trapped into the polarity of this third dimensional world. The polarity is when, you know, everything that you put it out there that you desire, the opposite also exists. That is why so many people get frustrated, because they say, well, I've been repeating positive affirmations forever and why I'm attracting what I'm not repeating, right? And that's because you are allowing, you're still tuning in through the mind, and the mind only can manifest a bunch of thoughts, not what we really want. In order for true manifestation to happen, you have to tune in through your heart and allow the heart to bring, to support you and create what you desire for your life. So the mission from Brundrak is to assist the collective process of expanding our consciousness into the fifth dimensional consciousness. So what does that mean for you for this month? First, we learned that we must open to receive, right? And so Brundrak, it's coming for the month of November to help you to open yourself for more neutrality. Don't take quick judgment of yourself or other people or situations as good or bad. Whenever something happens to you that you don't understand throughout the month of November, I want to invite you to tune into what is your higher power, if it's God, if it's the universe, or whoever is the higher power for you. I want you to tune into the higher power and just, ask for neutrality and non-judgment, So thank you for this situation that I just experienced. Even though I don't understand, I am open to see the good behind it, to see, to see the blessing disguised in this situation. And I can guarantee you things are going to shift like that for you. So it was a pleasure for being here with you. Wish you an amazing November. Make sure to come on over here in the YouTube and subscribe for Numerology's channel. And come on over to the Akashic Records Institute.com. We also have a direct link down below on my blog here, Numerology. We are starting a 3-month journey called 2020 Become a Force of Nature. It's an energetic support for you that wanted to realign with your goals for 2020. So it'd be an honor to have you join us. Come on over and check it out. And regardless, I will see you next week with another amazing video here on Numerology.com. Have a beautiful one, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.